way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Badgers will put total leather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Bryant. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oregon's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore will throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Badgers getting that pass rush from the second level like they did with a T.J. Watt or his brother who played up front who transferred from Central Michigan.
They've had a long list of guys, and it's funny, they all kind of look the same. You know, athletic, smart guys that are tough guys, but one thing you have to have at Wisconsin for defense, versatility when you play linebacker.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beaten at the...
Turning it on! At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Badgers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sanders. All out of space. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just whoop. Oh, he's got some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Ducks look to do some damage in the red zone. Using his legs, it's Green. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Moore to the air. Fires left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You have the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares.
There he goes. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Bunch formation for these receivers. Takes a handoff. It's Hughes. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air. It's O'Neal. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
This time he's got it. Coming. Hacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for him?
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Hey, make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal. Moore will throw. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. His defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. There's the pressure. Catch in the middle. It's strong. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Moore to the air. Dances away to buy time. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that 1st down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pulls it in. It's huge. And they get him down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The play action fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel. And he just...
A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have to.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Ducks will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree. So it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down.
And the pressure gets there. And goes at the 18. And he just got the on-Wisconsin call and went on into the backfield to pick up the sack.
Yeah, jumping around on quarterbacks in the backfield. Really good job.
Trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Bringing the heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. Find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here we go. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Strong. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Moore will throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Oof, that's one of those where you breathe really deep. It feels like the ball's in slow motion, just trickling out of bounds. Please get out of bounds. The offense catches a huge break now.
Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's got him. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off play action on 1st down. Buying some time as he moves left. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Green. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They just keep firing. Took a shot as he threw. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. On the move, it's Duke. Finds a little space. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Badgers will punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the... He's looking deep. Grabs it inside the 15. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls and fires complete. Open space at the 25. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Give to the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting...
Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Going to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Makes a connection. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.